Hello everyone, and today I'm going to give you my opinion on Daredevil Season 2 because I have my Punisher shirt on. I'm really happy to talk about this. But before I talk about what I thought of Daredevil Season 2, granted, there's no feedback and no nothing like this, but I just got to address that my Batman v Superman video, did I overreact a bit too much? Maybe. I probably did to a degree, but my opinion still stays the same. I still, in the end, do not like it. And I fully admit it has some really good things in it. Like, it actually has a fairly compelling Batman. Do I like this new Batman? Personally, no. Like, in the end, it has some good. It really does. But the good itself doesn't justify everything else. It's like, yeah, that's good. But is that going to be our excuse for them to make more movies that are going to be the same like this? And The Man of Steel. And that for me was like, that's really inexcusable to make a franchise if the first two movies are critically panned. So, yeah. But aside from that, I got to finish Daredevil Season 2, and what did I think of it? I loved it. Simply said, I loved it. I thought it was an excellent season. I thought, in my opinion, it was better than the first. What's it? If you don't know the story, essentially, Daredevil itself is just like, well, what the hell? I don't really personally need to certify that in a way. But in this, as I sum up, in this, Charlie Cox plays Daredevil. You also have Deborah Ann Woll as Paige, and you get to see other familiar faces in the movie. Well, not in this movie. Shit, I'm sorry about that. In this series, and I just say this is. A lot of people are saying it's good, but not as good as the first season. I like this more than the first season, and this what I loved about the season is the casting. The casting felt truly authentic. You got returning casters, returning actors from the first season, like Vincent. A bit of a spoiler here, of course. Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox and all the Matt and Murdock actors to play them, and the detective girl with them. You got all of them coming back, and they still gave truly powerful and authentic performances, in my opinion. And we get some new cast, such as I forgot her name, but whatever. But as a whole, in my opinion, the cast was just excellent. They knew what they had to do with them. They used them to their biggest strengths. As a whole, they're excellent. I really don't. And I forgot the actor's name, the actress's name. The girl who played Elektra, excellent. She's great. And I thought she had a great chemistry with him and how they kind of developed a romance. And yet, during the season, Charlie Cox, that's the actor, damn it. Daredevil's alter ego name, Matthew Murdock. Whatever. Shit. They still have great chemistry. Everyone was just excellent. And what I loved about this season particularly is that they knew how to play up the intimacy and the feeling of resurgence and futile and how it comes back to bite them in the ass. And I think that's vastly interesting. It shows, of course, typically actions having terrible consequences. That, of course. But what I found very interesting of this season is how everything from the first season comes to a full circle, and it really makes a lot of sense. again, I'm totally blanking on her name. I'm sorry. The girl who played Elektra, she was excellent. And of course, let's get to the Punisher. When I heard Joe May casted John Bernthal as the Punisher, I'm like, interesting. I'm like, I don't know how it could work, but alright, we'll see how it goes. In my opinion, this is one of the best casting decisions I've ever heard. I fell in love with this character the first second he came on screen, and I think he's, in my opinion, even though he's like, as stupid as it sounds, this TV show, it walks the line for him of him, is he on the line, like, is he a superhero or a villain, or is he just an anti-hero with the whole tables turned against him, with him being in the war and being maybe accused of PTSD or or the shock and awe of the war that he was in, of him coming back and having his family murdered, and how Matt Murdock dealt with the case and they fought over the justice system. I thought it was really interesting. I was really compelled by that. John Bernthal, oh shit, did I love him. To me, I really can't picture anyone else but John Bernthal. Whenever I see a comic book of Daredevil, of the Punisher, I'm just like, I look at it, I'm just like, that's just like John Bernthal. It's like, I'm comparing, to me, what John Bernthal did for the Punisher, to me, is what Hugh Jackman did for Wolverine, or in my opinion, what Andrew Garfield did for Spider-Man, or what Michael Keaton did for Batman. They brought this clever, very fascinating, well done, into knowing of what the audience would want of today in this role, and I think that was very fascinating. Now, of course, they may make it dated, but I think it's so fascinating, and I think it's such an engaging and such a powerful rush of a show, in my opinion. And to summarize it all up in a certain word, I would say this: episodes 1 through 4. I thought those were fantastic. Come on, fantastic. Episode 5 through 8, not terrible, but I didn't find them that compelling, and I'm just like, okay, just the episodes 5 through 8, mainly 5 through 7, really slowed down the action and focused much more on the courtroom trials of trying to bring justice for the Punisher, and how they could see the corrupt system of how they're doing and how they're actually pulling on strings of what's going on. Is like, it's interesting, and it's a clever turn, but it really isn't I'm personally not as interested as in that as I am with the action, or as the characters go through with the Chinese gang, with the Yakuza and all the Irish gangsters and all these other gangs that Daredevil and Punisher are going through, and Elektra kind of taking it along within it. By the way, Daredevil and Elektra have excellent chemistry. I believe every time they're together, I thought that was truly genuine. I thought they were fantastic together. They were excellent. Just absolutely excellent, in my opinion. They're fantastic. 5 through 7 or 8, bit slow, a bit dull in my opinion, but still interesting for its own sake. Then episodes 9 through 12 or 13, essentially 9 through 13, excellent. I thought those that really made up for the kind of okay middle part of the season, where I thought the first 4 episodes, in my opinion, were just fantastic. I'm like, as of episode 4 itself, I'm literally like, how can they do any better than this? I don't think they could do better than this. I'm like, this is excellent. This is perfect. Next episode came, and now it's a bit of a letdown, but it's not terrible. I'm like, okay, it's not terrible, but I just don't love it as much as I did before, as a whole. But, you can't expect that a whole season to be consistently entertaining. There's gonna be those filler episodes. There's gonna be the bit of those dull, slacker episodes, and I kind of gonna expect that. But in my opinion, the first 4 episodes were fantastic. The last 3 to 4 episodes were also great as well, but the middle part is a bit of a drag. So, if I as a whole, Daredevil season 2, in my opinion, superb, genuinely superb. I was really interested by it. I thought the mystery, the mindset, how the Punisher works once again, and how these reintroducing the effects coming in from the first season, how that comes around in full circle, how that comes together, and how, not to give too much away, even though I already said that Vincent D'Onofrio was in this, which is returning as Kingpin. Again, he's fantastic. Vincent D'Onofrio is an excellent actor, and he plays the hell out of every scene he's in. And I'm just like, yes, he's excellent. And then like that 1 or 2 episodes he's in, like, okay, for the record, that's not much of a spoiler. A little bit of it is, but whatever. But as a whole, I thought this season as a whole, I mean, really just, I loved it. And it may have those slow moments, but you know what? Those big episodes, in my opinion, may give me more respect to the series, because if they weren't bad and they were still just as good, then I wouldn't have it. Well, I personally wouldn't have had. Then I would have too much faith in the franchise or the season. I'm not like, yes, they can do no wrong. That doing too good can actually be bad for a franchise, I gotta say. Because if they do make a bad move, then you'll get more upset than ever. This doesn't just go for Daredevil. It goes for any movie or TV show franchise. And if you drop the ball at some point, the fans will lose their mind. Or there maybe will be the... Okay, I can't speak of every fan. But whatever, I'm getting way out of hand here. But as a whole, Daredevil Season 2, in my opinion, is even better than the first. Yeah, I actually made like this show better than, surprisingly enough, more than Jessica Jones, and I loved Jessica Jones. And they compared the first seasons together of Jessica Jones and Daredevil. I like Jessica Jones better, but again, I can't wait for the second season of Jessica Jones when that comes out. I no damn clue when that comes out, but you know what? I will be there. I'll be watching on Netflix when that happens. And in the end, Daredevil Season 2, you rock. And I really admire and respect the season a lot more now. In a greater sense. As much as I was at this, I watched the first season about last week. I liked it. Like, when I first saw the first season, I'm like, that was good. I wasn't totally loving it, but you know what, that was fine. I think I liked it. I respect the first season more than like it, and I think this season, in my opinion, is more entertaining than the first season. A lot of people are saying it's not as good as the first season. I think it's better. That's just me. I think it's just better with the action, the more interesting, more intimate storyline, and how all these clever, unique, recurring things happening within to Daredevil and his friends. And oh, by the way, scene was Rosario Dawson as a night clerk at the hospital was an excellent addition. She was fantastic as well. In the end, I loved Daredevil Season 2. Like, out of, my rating system for TV shows, I literally just made it up. Lowest it can go is 2 thumbs down, then 2 thumbs medium, then 1, then 1, and then 2.5, 2 thumbs up. It's like 2 thumbs up is the highest praise, 2 lows is the lowest praise. So I'll give this 1 thumbs up and a thumbs up and a half. That's what I'll do for Daredevil Season 2. It may not have been perfect, but I admire and respect it so much more for being flawed. And in the end, this is my opinion. I really do hope you enjoy. You get to hear me ramble on for the next 15 minutes. For this whole 15 minutes, essentially. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the future. Till then, everyone, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the future. Till then, thank you, and goodbye.